Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss network analysis. It includes PART and CPM. PART means Program Evaluation and Review Technique, and CPM, that is Critical Path Method. Now, what is a network analysis? Network analysis is one of the most popular techniques used for planning, scheduling, monitoring and coordinating large and complex projects comprising a number of activities. It involves the development of a network to indicate logical sequence of work content elements of a complex situation. It involves three basic steps: defining the job to be done, integrating the elements of the job in a logical time sequence, controlling the progress of the project. So this is network analysis. How to construct a network diagram. Construction of network diagram. In order to construct a network diagram, the project is split into activities. Then starting and finishing events of the project are decided. Thirdly, the precedence order is decided. The activities are then put in logical sequence by using the graphical notations. The following rules should be observed while constructing a network diagram. Number 1. A complete network diagram should have only one start point and one finish point. The flow of the diagram should be from left to right. Each activity must have one arrow only. That means activity is indicated by an arrow. There must be no loop in the network. Dummy activities should be used only when completely unavoidable and to be shown in dotted lines. Now, what is a dummy activity? Dummy activity which depicts the dependency or relationship over the other but does not consume time or resources. It is used to maintain the logical sequence. It is indicated by a dotted line. Clear? Now, what is a network? Network is a graphical representation. Here, network. It is a graphical representation of the project, and it consists of series of activities arranged in a logical sequence and show the interrelationship between the activities. So network diagram show the interrelationship between activities. So what is the activity? What is an activity? An activity represents some actions, and as much it is a time consuming part of a project. An activity is represented by an arrow. It consumes both time and resources. Now, event. An event represents the start, that is beginning, or completion, that is end, of some activity, and as such it consumes no time. It is also known as a node. Now here, see, this is an arrow, so it indicates an activity, and there is a tail event and head event. So it starts from here, activity starts from here and ends here, and it consumes a time. So activity time should be there. Now see, merge event. What is a merge event? In a network, a number of activities may terminate into single node. It is called merge event. This is merge event. And a number of activities may emanate from a single node. That is, it may from a single node many more than one event, more than one activities may start. That is burst event. Now, what is a critical path? Critical path. It is the longest path in a network. It is the sequence of activities that requires the maximum time for completion. So, what is a critical path? Critical path is the sequence of activities that requires maximum time for completion. Now, earliest start time. What is earliest start time? Earliest start time is the earliest event time of the tail end event. Tail end event, that is tail event. Tail event, here the earliest event time. It is known as earliest start time. The formula is here ESJ equal to max ESI plus DIJ. DIJ means the duration of the activity, duration time, that is time, activity time. DIJ and ESI is the earliest start time. So maximum of earliest start time plus duration of the activity. And LCJ, that is latest completion time. Latest completion time. It equals the latest event time of event. Here is the formula: minimum LCJ minus DIJ. Clear? So you can understand earliest start time, how to calculate earliest start time and latest completion time when I discuss an example. Clear? Now see, floats. What is floats? There are three types of floats. Number one, total float. You have to calculate total float. Total float for an activity is the difference between the latest start time and earliest start time for that activity. It is concerned with overall project duration. So total float equals to LCJ minus ESI minus DIJ. Now free float. What is free float? It is the time by which the completion of an activity can be delayed beyond the earliest finish time without affecting the earliest start of a subsequent activity. So free float equals to ESJ minus ESI minus DIJ. Just remember this formula, and you can understand when you calculate it by in an example, numerical problem. Now independent float, it is the time by which the start of an activity can be delayed without affecting earliest start time of any immediately following activities. Assuming that the preceding activity has finished as its latest finish time. Now we consider an example in the next video.